welcome to Ibiza. We're here for a couple of days and this is a slightly different video than what we normally do, but I thought it might be a nice opportunity for me to answer some of your questions. So we put a post out on social media and we got quite a few, so it's a good opportunity to have a bit of back and forth, and I think that's nice. By the way, we are in a hotel called the Seven Pines Resort. They haven't paid me for this, by the way. It's the first hotel I've ever been to where when we came in the room, they were like, everything in the minibar is just complimentary. That's quite an expensive bottle of wine. Free. Bottle of Chablis, sir? Truffle flavoured crisps. Cheers. It's nice. Okay, so let's get on with the questions. First question. Okay, this one is from Calum Brady. And he says, I'd love to know what inspires the designs for your products and which pattern design is your favourite and why. Our inspiration is always the summer and the ocean. So all of our designs will have a nod towards that. People can stop asking me for giraffes because we don't do them, or penguins. It narrows it slightly, but for us as a brand, we want to be about escapism and about life as far away from possible from the office. What is my favourite design? I really like the new gecko shorts that we've done, which I'm wearing. The shell tie that we've just done is really smart. And I've actually got some new ones coming up, which I think are good. I like them all. I like them all. We'll just say I like them all. I don't have a favourite. Choosing a favourite is like trying to choose a favourite child. And I don't have a favourite child. Next question. Valender he one. And the question is, where did the name Reef Knots come from? Well, the name, I knew I needed something that represented the ocean. I wanted something that had a nod towards what our core product was going to be. It probably delayed the launch of the company by about 2 months, just not having a name, because I couldn't put stuff into production, and I thought and thought and thought about it, and it was literally in the bath. I know that's a cliche. Yeah, when you name a business, probably you need to think about the fact that you're going to hear this name so many times every hour of every day, and if you haven't got it right, then it's going to drive you nuts. So I thought it was really worth doing. The other thing is that if you have a good name, then people are going to remember it. I'm still happy with it. There was a time when I thought we might have to change it for a legal situation, which I won't go into, but we have it and we love it. Good question. Okay, next question is from Elizabeth Middleton, and she asks, are you considering making a range of ladies swimwear? Your designs would transfer well and a flamingo bikini or swimming costume would be fab. Yes, it would. The answer is, at this stage, we do not have a plan to do that. That said, I don't plan into the future like a lot of people do. It's quite conceivable that next summer we might launch a range of women's swimwear. I think it's a really nice idea. I'd like to be able to offer our products to women. Half of our customers already are women, which is quite interesting for a company that started out selling ties. We would love to be able to sell them and design them products down the line. So the answer is quite possibly next summer, but I don't know. Next question. Nicholas Cousins. Does Patrick wear Reef Knots shorts? And if so, what is his favourite design and why? We've answered the favourite design question. Not very well, but we've answered it. Do I wear Reef Knots shorts? Like, of course I wear Reef Knots shorts. Look. I'm like a sort of gazelle. Do gazelles jump? What jumps? Not frogs. I want something a bit more creative than a frog. A leaping salmon. Do I look like a leaping salmon? Anyway, yeah, you can see my shorts. I'm wearing the gecko ones, which I said I liked, so I wasn't lying. I'm quite out of breath from all the salmon leaping. This is from someone called the Sartorial Chap, Sartorial_chap. So if you want to find him on Instagram. His question is threefold. How did you originally come up with the concept of Reef Knots? What kept you going when it was tough, as the business world can be? You are correct. And how do you keep yourself refreshed in terms of running a business? So why don't we just tackle that all at once? How did I come up with the concept? I worked in an office myself for 13 years and I found it quite stifling, and yeah, I was probably not a very good employee of a bank. I spent a lot of the time there hoping that no one would ask me any difficult questions, but while I was there I had this idea that no one sort of branded a tie very differently, and I spent a lot of time looking at meetings, at people's ties, and thought maybe someone can do something with that. I was made redundant one day, 2 days before my wife had twins, and I decided that was it. I'm gonna see if I can get a ball rolling, and if it rolls, we'll just keep it going. And so far, we've kept rolling. So that has been nice. Has it been tough along the way? It's been incredibly tough, and I often say to people that I wouldn't necessarily be brave enough to do it again, because running a business is especially if you do, like for me, I didn't have any business partners. I never raised any money to start Reef Knots. We never had an investor. It's my business, but it also lies on my shoulders. But I'm married with 3 children, and I have responsibility, and therefore it's quite difficult when you're in those difficult stages of running a business to know whether or not you are doing a selfish endeavor that ultimately is doomed to fail and that everyone else is going to suffer on the back of that, or whether or not you're actually doing something that's worth it. And it's the difference between blind faith and false hope, and you want to be on the right side of that, because if you're on the wrong side of it, you just get it ready to fail. So it's difficult to keep motivated, but like I said before, if I'm into something, I'm totally into it, and Reef Knots is certainly feels like one of my children, and I will do anything to make sure that it keeps growing and it keeps succeeding, and that we become a big business of the future. Is there any part of that question that I've forgotten? How do I keep myself refreshed in terms of running my business? I sleep very well. I'm always a good sleeper, so I'm not really worried about being refreshed. I have a lot of energy. I think this has been a good thing. If you've got any more questions, leave them below, and we'll do this again soon, or tweet them, or Instagram them, or email them, whatever, we'll find them. Anything you want to know about the business, or me, or anything. Who's going to win the World Cup? I don't know. Let us know and we will do that. But anyway, if you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Definitely check out Ibiza if you're in the Mediterranean this summer. And I'm going to go and finish this wine, and I've got a nice dinner reservation. So see you next time.